Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, hello. Let me see, make sure on here. It's Joanna, the Real Estate Wealth Maven, and I have a few things that I want to talk to you guys about this week. We have our webinar coming up tomorrow, all about how to keep more of the money that you make, paying next to zero in taxes. So if you want more info on that, let me know. But I really wanted to chime in with, the reason I'm doing it. The reason I'm doing this particular webinar, because I'm all about getting started in real estate investing and keeping more of the money you make. Some of you may have heard that, some of you may haven't, but this is a huge part of it. Taxes is a huge part of keeping more of the money that you make, amongst other things. So don't get me wrong, but I geek out on the whole tax and legal side. I'm not a CPA or a financial advisor, but what I'm saying is, oh, I didn't record this. Am I on? Okay, good. Say hello, hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let me know that you're in here saying hello. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and deep dive into this, because what I hear people saying is, from small business owners, like realtors, entrepreneurs, and then professionals who are W-2, right? So what I hear them saying is about taxes is they're paying a shit ton of taxes, right? So where I really started geeking out about this is when I was training on how to do a fix and flip, and this guy's like, I did my first fix and flip and I'm never doing one again. And I said, well, why not? I love doing them, right? And it's a great cash infusion, right? And I love the transformation of a house. But he says, I paid a shit ton in taxes. So here's where people get it wrong in the real estate investing side, right? Is they didn't plan for the taxes. If you're flipping, you got capital gains, you have things going on that maybe you didn't understand, right? And this particular gentleman obviously did not. He took the glory of the flip and the cash and kept running, right? But what he found out later is actually having to pay a shit ton of taxes on that. So there are ways to pay next to zero in taxes. Totally ethical. I'm a tax paying, US citizen that, loves paying my taxes. And I'm not just saying that because once you read tax law, you'll understand why I just said that. Who here is going to read the tax law? I didn't think so. Not many people really want to read the tax law, but I have. I used to train on taxes. I used to have my license and everything. So I get what they're trying to say in there. And it's written for you, not against you. I know nobody wants to talk about taxes right now, but what I hear from a lot of entrepreneurs and small businesses, or realtors especially, right, is they're sitting there grinding and making that money, and then now they got a whole boatload. They're paying quarterly taxes and they're trying to catch up. And so some people may think in order to avoid taxes, I just won't make any money. Well, that's really kind of counterproductive, isn't it? So anyways, if you read tax law, you would know the way to pay less taxes is to make another dollar. And I'm going to go over that tomorrow in my webinar. So if you haven't signed up yet, or if you need the link, you need the info, type taxes in the comments below. We're getting ready to rock and roll for tomorrow. My team's gearing up, making sure checking with everybody. So if you see them in there chatting with you, just give them a nice sweet smile, hello, say, yes, I'm signing up. Because getting educated is half the battle, right? Getting educated is half the battle. The other half is taking action, right? So you can get all the knowledge you want in the world, but if you don't take action on it, what good is it? What use is it, right? So I used to do the meetups in person, and I would have this guy that came all the time, and basically he could have taught the whole class. right? Like he knew everything. Oh yeah, and this, and then, oh yeah, you do that. And then, oh yeah. And you know what? He was right. He was right in everything that he said, but he was dead broke and had no assets. He applied no action. So you guys can gather all the knowledge you want in the world, but I'm here to help you take action. Okay, action is where it's at. So what I hear from entrepreneurs and professionals that, you know, may have a high-end job, they make good money, and they're paying a shit ton in taxes, right? So if anyone just has a W-2 job, you're paying too much in taxes. So if you want to learn how to pay less in taxes, sign up for the webinar. I'm going to go over that tomorrow, plus getting started in real estate. The two combined are like magic. So that's what we're going to review tomorrow. What I hear is I don't have time to invest. I don't have time. Did Beyonce say I don't have time to be a singer? You know, like I mean, you got to think we all have the same 24 hours. You have to think about that. So you get to be who you are and do real estate investing. How does that work for you? Well, that's what I help my clients do is I put together a plan for them to take action steps, right? I also hear, well, I'm going to work until I die. Who here is going to work until they die? You know, not me. I'm not going to work until I die. That verbiage to me is a very closed mindset. Like, I want to go play, right? I love playing. I love traveling. My husband and I travel all the time, going across the country 13 times and stopping at, you know, celebrity spots and, you know, special spots that we're making memories, you know, and to me, that's more special than, you know, working forever. And if you love your job, that's great. I'm glad you love your job. Most people don't. But I know personally people that do love their job and they do a great job at it. So thank goodness there's people that love their job. However, you're still paying a shit ton in taxes, right? And I'm going to review that tomorrow on the webinar. So if you need the link to go to sign up for the webinar tomorrow, we got like almost 40 people signed up for this already. So it is limited spots. So make sure you get in there today, right? You know how Zoom is, they'll lock us out. So get in your spot today, type taxes in the comments if you need the link to register for the webinar. But I also hear, I pay a shit ton of taxes. I pay quarterly, that's what it is. I pay quarterly taxes so I don't have to pay at the end. Right? So that's a good one. I pay quarterly taxes so I don't have to pay at the end. And then hopefully I get a refund. Oh, that's not a tax strategy. So if you have a CPA, if you don't, get one. And if you have a CPA that isn't strategizing with you on how to work all of this, go get a different CPA. I have argued with several CPAs. And if you're a CPA, type CPA in the comments here so we could all call you, okay? CPAs should strategize with you in how to pay zero in taxes. They all know the law. They all know how it works. If they're not strategizing with you, hey, you should do this year. Hey, you should do that this year. Whatever it is, your income, whatever it is, your end goal, your CPA needs to strategize with you, okay? So I hear I pay quarterly taxes as an entrepreneur. And yes, the IRS is wanting you to pay your taxes. And yes, you should pay your taxes. Taxes provide infrastructure. They provide well, you know, I wish they did a better job at it. We're not going to go there, right? But that's what they're for. They're for us. They're not against us. Taxes, write this down. Taxes are for us, not against us. Go ahead and argue with me in the comments because I don't think there's a single soul that loves paying taxes, but it is for us. And if you guys really want to understand this, get on the webinar tomorrow. I'm just going to keep saying that because I want you to take action, get the knowledge and then apply it, right? Get the knowledge and then apply it. It is tax season. It's a perfect time to speak to your CPA about strategizing. A lot of them towards the end of the year, they're bored, right? After October, they're kind of bored. So November, December, they're like really into, hey, let's just sit down and map out a plan for next year. They're all about that. Okay, I know I used to do taxes. I know when the time is, right? Entrepreneurs usually file in October. Extensions are done in October. I think California just got an extension to October. So you have some time to strategize, okay? And then I also hear from those that are W-2, oh, no big deal, Joanna. I get a refund every year. And so I'm good. I'm good. I don't pay next to zero in taxes. I actually get a refund. Woo! You're paying too much in taxes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I can't stress it enough. You're paying too much in taxes. And if you're getting a refund, what are you doing giving the IRS all your money? Interest free. They're holding it all that time, interest free. Think about it. You're getting, 4,000 back. You're getting 10,000 back, whatever it is, right? If you actually flip that in real estate, you could double your money. Just saying. I've got so many things I want to talk to you guys about, but it's on the webinar tomorrow. Okay, it's on the webinar tomorrow. This is just me connecting with you guys so that you understand why you want to be on there, because you want to pay next to zero in taxes, ethically, right? Legally. Okay. And if you think that getting a refund means you're not paying, you are. You're just paying more money into it. So they give you a refund, like, oh, we got everything out of you. Right? If you are a W-2 person, half of the day, the very first half of the day up until lunch or 1 o'clock, all that money goes to the government, taxes and way of living. You don't make money until after lunch. So those of you that don't have a full-time job, guess what? You're just paying to pay taxes and bills. And you're living paycheck to paycheck. I know. So anyways, I can go on and on. I geek out on this. My story is I lost everything in 2008, right? I've been in real estate since 2000. And in 2008, I busted. I mean, the whole lot of us did, right? We didn't pay attention to the market. We didn't understand what the banks were doing. And God love anyone who ever uses a bank for real estate. You should be punished. Don't encourage them. I teach ditch the bank methods on purpose because I don't think the banks should be rewarded. All they do is they take your money and they go and invest it. So why don't you take your money and go invest it? Okay, I'm not going to get on that soapbox today, but today it's all about taxes. For the webinar tomorrow, it's all about taxes. So type taxes in the comments if you need the link. Facebook doesn't like me putting outside links in the actual live right here. They don't like you going away from Facebook. So I'm not going to put any links here. So ask for it. Ask for it. Take some action and ask for it. Because if you don't learn how to pay less in taxes, you're going to just keep repeating. You're just going to keep repeating because the government doesn't want you to know certain things. Okay. And here's the twist. Everyone says, oh, the rich don't want you to know certain things. They keep it all to themselves. No, they don't. It's written by tax law. It's the government that's keeping it from you. Right? They make it so jargony that you can't understand it. They do it on purpose. Why do you think they took away? I'm not going to get into conspiracy here, but so anyways, the government is not for you. It is against you learning and being yourself. Just look at our public school system. Just look at how things are written. Okay. The rich dictate a lot of how the tax law is written. And it's not because they write it. It's because that is a huge part of tax law. Yes, they pay their taxes. Yes, they pay their taxes, but they do it in the way to it equals out to about 0 taxes. And I'm going to go over all that tomorrow. What I'm saying is follow the tax law and you'll get it. You'll get it. It's really that simple. Even if you don't jump on the webinar tomorrow, it really is that simple. Go read tax law, go get the book, read it and figure it out. Or you jump on the webinar tomorrow, pay for speed, right? This is your time to understand something a little bit different about taxes and real estate investing and how it could work for you. I'm here for you guys to understand this. This is my soapbox and helping you guys to understand this more and more. This is my ripple in the world, right? To create economic independence. If I can create more economic independence with each individual to understand tax law, real estate investing, and being an entrepreneur, how all of that works together, more and more people would have less problems. Just saying, taking charge of your world. Okay. So with that being said, you know, I learned a lot about taxes when I fell in 2008. I studied tax. I trained on taxes. I trained people how to do taxes. That's how much I was into taxes. Okay. So hear me when I say, you need to be on that webinar tomorrow. You need to know how to get started in real estate investing. And if you're already doing it, you need to know the ditch the bank strategies, right? And then how to pay less in taxes, next to 0 in taxes. All of this is the strategy that your CPA should be putting together. And I'm going to tell you how and why tomorrow entirely. Okay. So if you need the link, type taxes in the comments. I see you. Hi. Okay, so if you need the link, type taxes in the comments so that either myself or my team can get you that link. Everyone's going to make sure that you're taken care of. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm so excited to. This is the first time actually really diving into the tax part of this. So again, real estate investing is my jam. I've been in real estate since 2000, long time. And there's a whole strategy that goes with all of this. I'm going to go over that tomorrow. So make sure that we connect. And then you're going to be able to really ask some good questions, because you don't know exactly what they are until you go through with it, right? You understand the webinar. It is tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Yep, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And if you need the replay, that's fine too. Just type replay, right? That you'll need the replay. Sign up for the link, and then it'll be sent to you. Okay, it'll be sent. But we're not going to know that you need the replay if you don't register. Okay, we're not going to know if you need the replay if you don't register. So register so that we can give you all the data, all right? And understand how all of this comes together, okay? So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on the webinar, and get ready to ask some questions because it's going to be interactive. And then once you're through the replay, through the webinar tomorrow, you guys are going to see things a little bit differently and be able to ask questions that fit you specifically. How does it fit you specifically? So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.